Hallo and welcome to another episode of the Lekker podcast. My name is Yaleen and I'm visiting you wherever you are here from Bloemfontein, South Africa. It's in the central of South Africa in the Free State province. And I have so many things to show you today. From finished objects to whips to gifts we will be talking about merchandise. So it's a great episode full of lovely things. All right, so before we start, I need to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't know if you've noticed, but I want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel, for watching my videos, leaving likes to the videos and commenting on the videos. The channel has reached 1,000 subscribers. What a happy moment. And I promised in the beginning of this year that normally we have the birthday of the Lekker podcast on the Made by Yaleen channel in May or during May. And I said this year, we're not going to have a celebration to celebrate the 3rd year of the channel. We will have a big celebration when we get to 1,000 subscribers. So that is definitely in the cards. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes in terms of pricing and gifts and all those giveaways that's going to come for this big event. So if you are a yarn supplier, something related to yarn, please make contact with me, because I would really appreciate if you will be so kind enough, so kind if you can, to maybe donate one skein of yarn, or a project bag, or a pattern for our pattern designers. I will really be appreciative of that, so that we can have a great celebration because of the 1,000 subscriber milestone this channel has reached. And honestly, it took me a few days, a few weeks even, to really come to terms with it, because it means a lot to me. I am really humbled and so grateful for your support and your love and kindness towards me and the channel. Thank you so very much. So we will have a celebration. I will announce that. We will have a big video showing all the gifts, and we will have a celebration. For sure, we will have that. It will come. So thank you so very much for that. All right, so let's start with the finished objects. The first finished object I want to show you, I am not even showing all the things. I will show you more things in the next episode, because otherwise we're going to sit here for 2 hours. And I know that there's some of you that like a longer video, but let's keep it interesting and let's show more in the next episode. All right, so what I'm showing you today is socks that I've knitted as part of a test knit for Lynn Adriaanse. She used to be, or she's still, interlocking crochet pattern designer. And then it took me almost a year to grab her over to the sock knitting side. And let me tell you, she tumbled into the rabbit hole of sock knitting. And the designer that she is, she started also designing socks, and she is loving it. And she's doing such a great job designing socks. All right, so the socks that I test knitted for her is called Step to the Beat Socks by Lynn Adriaanse. And look at this. It is absolutely gorgeous. All right, so this pattern is a cuff down pattern. It has this pop of color on the top of the cuff. Then it has this stranded colorwork section with music notes, her interpretation, and a slip stitch heel flap, slip stitch heel flap to the toes, using 3 colors that will be whatever you fancy. And I really enjoyed the process. I love the yarn. So the yarn that I used is yarn that I like to knit socks for myself with. And I don't have the proper band here, but let's look at this beautiful color yarn from, so this socks is from Teresa Yarn Creations, and I used the Donna base. So it's obviously not this yarn, but I just grabbed it from my cabinet so that I can show you the tag. Teresa Yarn Creations sock set, Donna, and I think this was leftover yarns. It was not even a sock set, it was leftover yarns that I used from my stash. And it is 20% kit mohair, 25% nylon, 55% superwash wool. It's a 4-ply sock fingering weight, and for 440 meters, it gives 110 grams, gives you about 440 meters. I can't remember now the 100 gram percentage, but that is the back of the tag. All right, yeah, so this step to the bead socks, love it. I can't wait to wear my socks next winter. It's starting to become really great weather here in Bloemfontein. It was going from extreme cold to boom, there was a sudden change. The nights are still cold, but the days are getting hot during the day, and you can feel like you want to unlayer and get those jackets off. I'm so excited for the summertime because I am a bit tired of the winter, and that is how seasons work. All right, so this socks, love it. I can't wait to wear it. I actually love the higher leg as well, so it will work great in my boots, I think. Yes, great. Then the second finished object I have, I'm gonna have a picture on here. So my sister had her 40th birthday in the beginning of this month. In actual fact, she celebrates her birthday the same day as National Women's Day here in South Africa. So on the 9th of August, she turned 40. And previously I knitted Shorty Socks, actually for myself. And then she loved the pair. And I said, okay, but you can have it. And then it was too small. It was not long enough for her feet. And so I decided she obviously need, part of her gift was socks. So I knitted these beautiful socks, Shorty Socks. And what I also tried to do was I did a fold over cuff. So a double layered cuff. And that was the first time I've done that. Really enjoyed it. Love the look of it. And so it's just about, I think, 20 rounds of knit one, pull one, cuff, fold it over, join it at the back, and then start immediately with I think 1 row, I think 1 or 2 rows maybe, just knitting in the round, and then start with the heel flap and proceed the sock from there. And she loved the socks, and it fits her beautifully. And the reason also why I love the socks is because of the beautiful yarn that I've used. And you know that I love this yarn. It is the yarn from Knotty Habit. It is their speckled cluster yarn, speckled clusters yarn. It's a fingering 3-ply superwash merino, 75% merino and 25% nylon. And for 100 grams, you get 360 meters. And I just love those speckles that it creates. I am really a fan when it comes to using this speckle cluster yarn. And yeah, it creates beautiful socks, beautiful beanies. You can even do wearables like sweaters with the speckle clusters. So it's really a lovely yarn to work with. Love the effect that it creates. And I am so happy because my sister loves it. And that is what is the most important in this whole situation. So she adores it, she loves it. And I love to knit for my sister because she's really yarn worthy. When I knit or crochet her things, she actually uses it. And that makes it so much better. And I just love to knit and crochet for her. So that's my second finished object. Now my third finished object, ta-da! It is the Moby Slipover by Petite Knits. And I think there was a time where it got put on hold. Oh, I know why. I was knitting the Sweet Surrender wrap. So then I had to push this to the backbone, back of the list type of thing. And then at least when I was done with the Sweet Surrender wrap, I could finish my Moby Slipover. So what do you think? What do you think? And let me tell you, this was I would not say challenging knit, but I've learned a few things which I didn't know. And this is also one of the projects. One of my challenges for 2024 was to knit something with cables. So there is small cables on here and a cable running this side, on either side, and this small cables here. I loved it. And really, cables is not difficult. It really isn't. It looks much more advanced than what you think. It's actually so simple. And then if you see mistakes on my Moby Slipover, it's because you're standing too close to my work, because there is mistakes. But that is just the way that I am. If you've been watching my videos, you will know I don't take mistakes that seriously. I try to learn from it and then move on from it, but I want to enjoy the creating the process. And it doesn't mean that if I am like that and you're not like that, that you're wrong. It's just that's who I am. So if you are the person that frogs and you want to do everything perfectly because that brings you joy, then go for it, because then that is who you are and that is what is bringing you joy. But for me, I am embracing my mistakes. It's not as noticeable and therefore I'm happy. All right, so I'm going to get up and I hope that you will be able to see it beautifully. So the work is also on the back of the slipover. I have knitted the size extra large, and in previous episodes I have told you more about the process and the mistakes I've made with the construction. It was a new construction for me. I was not used to doing the back, then you come over this with this shoulder, come over with this shoulder, and then you join, and then you start knitting in the round. So it was a new type of construction that I was not used to. So you knit the panels, join, knit in the round, and then you start picking up the stitches for the ribbing of the armholes. And so you finish the ribbing at the bottom first, and then you pick up the armholes and the neckline. And what I've done on the armholes and the what do you call it now? The waistband. Is it waistband? You understand what I'm trying to say. It is the first time that I've come to knit the Italian bind off. Oh my goodness. What a task it has been. But the effort that it takes to knit this Italian bind off is so worth it, because it just looks like there's a never-ending end to this ribbing. Are you looking at my stomach? I don't know. Let's rather look at this. It's a beautiful bind off for ribbing. So it's absolutely worth it to do an Italian bind off, for sure. And it feels like there's something else that I need to tell you, which it feels like I'm forgetting now. I've knitted this Moby Slipover with Kartopu's alpaca sport yarn. So it's a double knit yarn with, let me see, I always forget them. 260 meters for 100 gram. And it's 60% acrylic, 20% wool, and 20% alpaca. Now, with me, I cannot wait to wear this next winter, but I'll have to wear it with, I'm having currently a short, like a V-neck, no, it's a round neck, t-shirt underneath, long sleeve t-shirt on. And where this is touching my skin, I can feel it's a bit, I'm going to start doing this. So I don't know if it's the wool. I don't think it's the acrylic. It's either the wool. I don't think it is the, maybe it could be the alpaca, but I don't think so because I have another alpaca sweater, which will be featured in the next episode. So excited about that one. But it's, I don't know. And it's been blocked properly, not body blocked. It's been, because that's also one of my things. I body block things, but this has not been body blocked. This has been properly blocked prior to me fitting it on and wearing it. But yeah, I'll have to have a shirt with a little bit of a turtleneck thing going on here to minimize the touch on my skin, I think. Because even if I put it against my skin, it's like, I don't like it. I really don't. But yeah, I love the way that it looks like. I love the color. It's a great color for me to wear to work, I think, during the winter time next winter. And I'm really proud of this finished object. So what do you think? Let me know what you think. I'm very excited about this one. All right, so let's talk about works in progress. So the first thing I want to show you is coming in this beautiful bag from, why is the name suddenly out of my head? Petal Print Stitch. I bought this bag when I was at the Cape Town Yarn Festival, and I love this bag full of cats, and this is the permanent house for my knitted knockers. So during August, which currently I'm filming this on the 23rd of August at night. It's the first time in a very long time I'm actually filming at night because it just worked out this way. So, Petal Print Stitch, hashtag Boobiealong. This is the make-along that we do during August here in my space. So I'm hosting that make-along. You can make knitted knockers crochet version or a knitting version. If you're in South Africa, we have approved kits that is containing everything that you need to be able to create a knitted knocker. So I have not folded them, and I'm almost done stitching up the one. I think it's this one. I'm busy with this one, but I have it's not filled up yet, but here is a knitted knocker. Love it, absolutely love it. So it still will be filled up with this merino fiber filling, and this is made with cotton yarn. It's coming from the Knitted Knocker South Africa kit. Let me show you. It comes with a pattern. It's cancer approved, which is the Cancer Association of South Africa. So they've approved the kits. And also, Knitted Knockers South Africa have a new website, so go and have a look. And they have tutorials to knit the knitted knocker version. And I'm sure they will place crochet tutorials also. I'm not 100% sure, but I assume that they will place crochet tutorials also on the website. So if you're in need of a knitted knocker, go to that website. If you want to be volunteering to knit these knitted knockers or crochet these knitted knockers, go to the website. If you want to know where to buy these knitted knockers, crochet kits, knitted kits, or different color skin tones, everything is on the website. So you can get all the information there. All right, so I've got the one which is totally stitched up, and then I'm busy stitching up, closing up the sides here for the second knocker. And then I will be filling them on the YouTube live that I'm hosting. Well, I'm hosting a YouTube live here on my channel, on my Boobiealong channel, every Wednesday night, 1900 hours South African time. So that's 7 p.m. in South Africa, every Wednesday night. So we are just coming together. We talk about what are we making. We talk about relevant things like the Boobiealong or whatever make-along we are currently busy with. And we're just having a good time. It's crafters getting together and talk and having a good time. So next week, which would probably be what is the date? The 28th. I hope this podcast episode, I think it might not go out before that time, but yeah, I will be filling them live on the YouTube live this coming Wednesday night. So maybe if you watch this and it's been past, go and have a look on my YouTube live playlist. That's my one works in progress. And then my second work in progress is a crochet project, which is awesome. So we had our Stella Shawl crochet along. I can't even remember. Was it April and May? I think it was April and May. And most of us that started the crochet along was not even done after the 2 months because we had other projects. And there was no rule in the crochet along to say, listen, you need to be done by the end of the second month. Because so I am still crocheting on my Stella shawl. I love the shawl. It's at this stage where I have long rows and it's easy stitches and you know what you need to do. You don't need to look at the pattern anymore, and it's just easy crocheting and it's meditative and I love it. I absolutely love it. So it's housed in my NM project bag, which I absolutely love. Love this bag. I love that it has a boxed bottom. And yes, so let me show you the progress I've made. I'm using Yarn Art flowers. This is the color B. This is color B. Let me just, before I do a total yarn mess here. And then this is yarn A. Oh, it's such a great yarn to work with. Love it, love it, love it. So let me show you the status and the progress report of my Stella. Ta-da! I absolutely love this project, and there's no wrong or right side on this shawl. That is the beauty of this shawl. The construction when you start off might seem a little bit difficult or niggly or challenging, but it's beautifully worked out. I think the designer was absolutely magnificent with how she started off the shawl so that you can have both sides as the right side for your crochet shawl. And also, the shawl designer, Julmi Conradi from My Square Hat, is a South African crochet designer, and she's got amazing patterns. So I am loving to crochet on this. And this shawl basically gets about 2 hours a week work on. I try to work at least 2 hours a week on this shawl. But then sometimes I don't have that time, but I'm trying to. All right, so that is my crochet whip. Love, love, love it. Alrighty, let me pack it away. All right, so I want to talk to you about, or not talk to you, but I want to tell you about this amazing event that will be coming up on the 7th of September in Pretoria. And let me grab my phone because all the details are on there. I cannot remember like an elephant all the things I need to remember. So I will also show you on the screen the information. So this is the Crafting for CHOC event. It will be held on the 7th of September. CHOC is the Childhood Cancer Foundation for South Africa, or Childhood Cancer Foundations for South Africa. They do magnificent work working with children, that is cancer patients and their families, and supporting them when they need to go for treatment, for instance, in a city, and they need to have a place to stay, and they need to be comfortable, and all the things that they need. You can definitely go and Google and search for the Childhood Cancer Foundation for South Africa to get more information. And so this day is a wonderful day because the crafting community comes together and they raise funds specifically for this organization. So this will be done on the 7th of September. General admission is 65 Rand. It includes coffee and tea and a snack, and it will be at the Dutch Reformed Church, Riviera in Jacaranda, on the corner of Blake and Rose Street in Riviera, Pretoria. So it will be from 8 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock in the evening. It's a cashless event. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because I'm so honored and grateful they have actually asked me to be a guest that day. So thank you so much to the organizers of this event for thinking about me and asking me to visit and to be a special guest at the day. I really feel very honored to be part of such a great project and fundraising event. So it reads as follows: join us for a fun-filled fundraising event, mini yarn festival, various classes, refreshments, or just come and enjoy the day with us and our special guest, Yaleen from the Lekker podcast. You can make bookings on the Naughty Habit website, so www.naughtyhabit.com. Naughty Habit will be there. African Expressions is donating gifts. The Yarn Tree will be there. CHOC will obviously be there. The Yarn Room, Derona, Bijou, I think, Tabby and Twill, the Yarny Corner, and Colors of Amalfi. And then let me just quickly tell you about the classes that will be there. So if you want to attend one of these workshops, you're going to pay 330 Rand. It includes the admission fee. So then you don't have to pay that 65 Rand. It's inclusive of your booking fee. And it also obviously includes the coffee, tea, and the snack. So there's morning classes. There's drop spindle classes. There's a drop spindle class, a knit and crochet marling class by Adela Marais. You do not want to miss that one. Punch needling. There will be knit scrappy yarn metered squares. The afternoon classes will be from sheep to sweater. That sounds like a great class to attend. Wet felting, crochet join as you go methods, and then pin loom weaving. So I'll be there. Please come and enjoy the day with us and form part of a great way of creating funds for the CHOC. And that's not all. I will be releasing my merchandise. Only one item. Well, actually two, if you want to be technical. But I will release one of my items for merchandise on the day. Do you want to see it? Let me show you. So it is a 440 milliliter double-walled stainless steel tumbler. And there will be two options available. It comes with a straw. So it's this tumbler. It comes with this lid. 440 milliliters. The one side, it says knitting is lekker, because the Lekker podcast, right? It comes with my logo. It says the Lekker podcast. So this is the front or the back. It depends on how you see it. And then the other side says brei is lekker. So that's the Afrikaans version. So that's the knitting one. And then the crochet one looks exactly the same. It's just saying crochet is lekker and hikkel is lekker in Afrikaans. Right, so I will be having, I hope there will be enough. Otherwise, I'll have to order afterwards, but it will be, when I have stock available, it will go on my online space to sell as well. So yeah, it will be lovely if you can come and join us, and if you can come and say hello to me, and yeah, join in to raise funds for this magnificent organization, making a difference in those children's lives, but also in their families' lives. All right. Lastly, I want to show you some gifts I got, and I am showing still a little bit of the gifts I received for my birthday, which I'm so grateful for, and I'm feeling so special. So thank you so very much for blessing me with your beautiful gift. This time, yet again, I'm not going to say who I received the gifts from. And next episode, I'm showing you, I think, the last few gifts I got, which is also very special. Very, very, very special. So let me start by saying I got this beautiful, beautiful pattern as a gift from someone. It's actually an international viewer. It's really special. She gifted me the Border Collie sock pattern. If you don't know, so maybe you didn't know, we are having a Border Collie. Her name is Charlotte. We received her in May, and she is just a magnificent animal. We love her to bits. She is so spoiled in this house. She's spoiled with a lot of love. Is spoiled the right word? I don't know, but she just blended in so beautifully with our family, and she's part of the family. And when we go to bed, she's on the bed cuddling, and then when we switch off the light, she just automatically gets off the bed and sleep in her own bed. But she loves to cuddle, and she is really a funny bunny. She makes me laugh so much, because the way that she would stare at you and give you side eyes, it's she's just special. We love her. So I love to have this Border Collie socks, and I cannot wait to knit them at some point, and hopefully still this year. That's my idea. And so yes, I am truly, truly excited, and thank you so very much for this beautiful, beautiful gift. I absolutely love it. So I'm sure my husband and me in future will place a beautiful photo of the pattern in here so that you can see. All right, the second gift I got, oh my goodness, when I received this gift, I almost passed out. I was so overwhelmed and astonished at the beauty of these yarns that I ran from room to room in this house, looking for my husband and my daughter, trying to show them this beautiful yarns and this beautiful gift I got. And you know, they were like, oh, it's beautiful. And I'm like going on and on about how beautiful this is. And I wish one of you were here to just like have that moment with me, or had that moment with me. I understand why they're not as excited as I was, but I was. It is a beautiful and such a thoughtful gift, and thank you so very much to this special friend of mine who gifted me this beautiful, beautiful gift. I cannot wait. I know what I'm going to make with this yarn. And I think it's going to be gorgeous. So I'm very excited, very excited. So let me show you. Are you ready? But before we show the yarn, it also came with this Knit Pro Symphonies 9-inch circulars. You know I love to knit my socks on 9-inch circulars, except when I'm on my heel flap. Then I do DPNs and I leave the, what do you call it? The step in part of the sock on my 9-inch. I struggle to do everything on 9-inch, but I love 9-inch. And let me tell you, I am a higher fan with regards to 9-inch circulars. But goodness gracious, do I love these too. They are absolutely lovely. So this is a 2.75, so this is great when I'm working with color work. I like to knit my socks in 2.25, so here's a 2.25. And this is a 2.75, so 2 needle sizes up for color work that I like to work on. So thank you so much to the person that gifted this to me. And let me show you the yarn. Are you ready? Because it is, you're going to, oh my goodness, you're going to love this. All right, so it came in this beautiful box. And I was like, why is this box so beautiful? And when you look at the contents, you do understand why. So what do you think? Isn't it just gorgeous? I couldn't stop looking at these yarns for such a long time. It's absolutely beautiful. The way that it is dyed is so beautiful that you can, it doesn't matter if you want to push everything up and put this one over here. It will work in a loop. So this one and this one works together in this order. It is absolutely gorgeous. This is such a special gift, and thank you so very much for this beautiful gift. I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to create what I want to create with this yarn. It's going to be very special. So let me tell you about the yarn. So this is felt fibers, South African indie dyer. All right. And this is hand dyed yarn. It is her squish sock yarn base. Everyone is having a name here. I'm not going to go through all the names because I think it's a kit that she dyed in the beginning of the year, and I don't think she dyes it anymore. I stand to be corrected. But this is merino 4-ply fingering. 400 meters gives you 100 grams, or 100 grams gives you 400 meters. Goodness gracious. It is just beautiful. I hope you could see the whole beauty of these yarns. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's such a special gift. Such a special gift. And I just love how this is like neon colors, but it's like speckled, and speckled in such a way that it just matches each other. This dyer is brilliant. Brilliant. I love this. All right. And then the last thing, no, I'm totally lying. The second last thing. The last thing that I got oh, dearie me. The last thing that I received for my birthday. No, it's not the last thing. I mean, the last thing that I'm going to show you in this episode, right, is a gift that I got from a family member. that really knows me very well. And this was hand painted onto a t-shirt, right? But just look at this. It's so cute. I love it. So it says, I crochet so I don't choke people. And then just look at that cat. Isn't that so special? This is so special. I crochet so I don't choke people. I'll be wearing it often this summer. I love it. And I love that my family knows me so well. And I love it even more that it was hand painted. And yeah, that is so sweet. Love it. All right, so that is all the things that I got for my birthday. Next episode, there will be more. And then the last thing I want to show you is a gift, not for me. It's actually a gift to you. But this will be coming in the 1,000 subscriber giveaway that we're going to celebrate. So this is a pattern holder by Naughty Habit. Thank you so very much, Naughty Habit, for gifting us this beautiful pattern holder. And if you've watched my previous episodes, I think the last one or two, I can't remember, 39 or 40 or 41. I think this is episode 42. Can you see how organized I am? It is what it is. The pattern holder, right, is so awesome because you can keep your pattern in here. And then it has this clear plastic, so you can actually write on the plastic and wipe it off again on your pattern. So your pattern is on the inside here, write on here, and then wipe it off on a later stage. But then you can have your pattern folded. You just bring these two ends together, the two inner sides or the outer sides, depends on how you look at it. And then your pattern can stand like this. And then you can just rotate the triangle. Isn't it smart? I think it's so smart. So this will be one of the gifts as part of the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So thank you so very much to Naughty Habit for gifting us this beautiful pattern holder for the giveaways. It's really, truly appreciated. And that is all the things. Let me just go through my list. I think we've covered everything. Yes, indeed we did. All right, so I would love to see you at the CHOC event. And I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Please tell me, what do you think of my Moby Slipover? What do you think of my Moby Slipover? And give the video a like if you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and leave me a comment. Tell me what you're thinking about all the things. What do you think about the pattern holder that will be coming in a giveaway later for the 1,000 subscriber celebration? And thank you once again for being here, spending time with me, and supporting me in all my yarny adventures. I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.